What's up, everybody? This is Read the Bible with me. I'm Stan Jr., and today we're looking at the book of Mark, chapter 11. All right? I want to take a minute and thank all of my patrons. I'm so glad and grateful that you would be so generous as to give $5 or $10 a month through my Patreon account. If you would like to help this ministry in that way, you can click the link in the description and you can help me out. Thank you, and to God be the glory. So let's look at Mark 11. It says, "Now, when they drew near to Jerusalem, to Bethphage and Bethany at the mountain of Olives, Jesus sent two of his disciples and said to them, 'Go into the village in front of you, and immediately as you enter it, you will find a colt tied, on which no one has ever sat. Untie it and bring it. If anyone says to you, "Why are you doing this?" say, "The Lord has need of it, and will send it back here immediately." And they went away and found a colt tied at the door outside the street, and they untied it. And some of those standing there said to them, "What are you doing, untying that colt?" And they told them that Jesus had said, and they let them go. And they brought the colt to Jesus and threw their cloaks on it, and they sat on it. And he sat on it, Jesus that is, and many spread their cloaks on the road, and others spread leafy branches that they had cut from the fields. And those who went before and those who followed were shouting, "Hosanna! Blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord. Blessed is the coming of the kingdom of our father David. Hosanna in the highest." And he entered Jerusalem and went into the temple. And when he had looked around at everything, as it was already late, he went out to Bethany with the 12. On the following day, when they came from Bethany, he was hungry. And seeing in the distance a fig tree and leaf, he went to see if he could find anything on it. When he came to it, he found nothing but leaves, for it was not the season for figs. And he said to it, "May no one ever eat fruit from you again." And his disciples heard it. And when they came to Jerusalem, and he entered the temple and began to drive out those who sold and those who brought in the temple. And he overturned the tables of the money changers and the seats of those who sold pigeons. And he would not allow anyone to carry anything through the temple. And he was teaching them and saying to them, Is it not written, 'My house shall be called a house of prayer for all the nations'? But you have made it a den of robbers." And the chief priests of the scribes heard it, and were seeking a way to destroy him, for they feared him, because all the crowd was astonished at his teaching. And when evening came, they went out of the city. As they passed by in the morning, they saw a fig tree withered away to its roots. And Peter remembered and said to him, "Rabbi, look, the fig tree that you cursed has withered." And Jesus answered them, "Have faith in God. Truly I say to you, whoever says to this mountain, 'Be taken up and thrown into the sea,' and does not doubt in his heart, but believes that what he says will come to pass, it will be done for him. Therefore I tell you, whatever you ask in prayer, believe that you have received it, and it will be yours. And whenever you stand praying, forgive if you have anything against anyone, so that your Father also in heaven may forgive you of your trespasses." Now, a lot of people read a verse that like this that says, "Whatever you ask and pray, you will have." They're like, is Jesus saying what I think he's saying? Now, you must remember, because we are reading the entire Bible, we're putting all this in context. Jesus is not going to answer prayers that are against his will for your life, that are against his will for the earth, that are against his sovereign will, what he wants done. You must pray in the will of God. That's why it's important to find Bible verses that support the will of God and pray those. Right? It's important to find scriptures in the Bible to pray, so that you can make sure that you're praying in God's will for your life. And he will absolutely accomplish his will. So if you pray the will of God, his will be accomplished, and your prayer absolutely, positively, without a doubt, will be answered every single time. Now, Verse 27 says, and they came again to Jerusalem. And as he was walking in the temple, the chief priests and the scribes and the elders came to him, and they said to him, by what authority are you doing these things? Or who gave you this authority to do them? Jesus said to them, I will ask you one question. Answer me, and I will tell you by what authority I do these things. Was the baptism of John from heaven or from man? Answer me. And they discussed it with one another, saying, if we say from heaven, he will say, then why then do you not believe him? But if we shall say from man, then we're afraid. They were afraid of the people, for they held that John really was a prophet. So they answered Jesus, we do not know. And Jesus said to them, neither will I tell you what authority I do these things. And so this whole chapter here is pretty much events of Jesus, how he's beginning his arrival to the cross. And we will get there soon enough. Thank you for reading chapter 11 of the book of Mark with me today. God bless you. And next time I see you, we'll be reading chapter 12. Now, if you'd like to support this ministry in any way, go to my description. There's a link there where you can support by becoming a patron, monthly donor. That helps me create these videos and spread the gospel. You can also buy a t-shirt or a hoodie or a crew neck, some merchandise there for you to purchase, and you can wear Read the Bible with Me logo, the official logo, proudly. And you can also click the link in the subscription or select the subscribe button. Click the subscribe button, all right? And become a subscriber. God bless you. Till next time. Peace.